Hello everyone, my name is Bharti Jain and today we are going to study about the topic determinant. But before starting this topic, let us see what a determinant is. See students, actually in the previous chapter you have already seen that a system of linear equations can be expressed in the form of matrix S. So if a1x plus b1y is equal to c1 and a2x plus b2y is equal to c2, are any two linear equations, then these two equations can be expressed in the form of matrix like this. Now you can find the solution of these equations by using this form. Now these linear equations will have a unique solution if a1 b2 minus b1 a2 is not equal to 0. So you can say that the uniqueness of the solution of these equations will depend on this number. And this number, which is associated with the matrix, is actually known as the determinant of A. Okay, so this unique value, which is associated with any matrix, gives you the value of the determinant. So now let us see how to denote this determinant. See, if A is equal to Aij is any square matrix of order n, then you can denote the determinant of this matrix by determinant of A, or like this, or simply by delta. So the determinant of any square matrix can be denoted by determinant of A, or this determinant of A, or delta. So you can find the determinant of only square matrices. This is the first condition required for finding the determinant of any given matrix. Now let us see how to find the determinant of any matrix. See, you have 2 cross 2 square matrix, or 3 cross 3 square matrix, or a matrix of order 4 and 5 and so on. But now we will see how to find the determinant of a matrix of order 2 and order 3. So first of all, let us see how to find the determinant of a matrix of order 2. Now, if A is any matrix given by A, B, C and D, then you can write its determinant as determinant of A is equal to A, B, C and D. Now how to find its value? That we will see. See, the value of this determinant is given by, first multiply the diagonal elements. So diagonal elements, all of you know already, that are those in which I is equal to j. And then subtracting this value from the product of diagonal elements, which is C and B. Okay, so this is the value of determinant of A. So you can get the value of any determinant of order 2 by multiplying the diagonal elements and then finding the difference from the product of diagonal elements. So in this way you can get the value of the determinant of order 2. Now let us take an example. For example, if you have a determinant A is equal to 2, 3, 5, say 6. Okay. Now the value of this determinant will be what? Yes. So you can try yourself. So it will be, multiply the diagonal elements, that is 2 into 6 minus 3 into 5. So that is equal to 12 minus 15, that is minus 3. So in this way you can find the determinant of any matrix of order 2. Now let us see how to find the determinant of any matrix of order 3. Now let us take any matrix of order 3. Let us denote it by the standard notations. So it is A21, A22, A23, A31, A32 and A3. Okay. So in case of a 3 order determinant, you can expand it actually along any of its row or any of its column. But we will expand it about the row 1. And the value will always be unique. चाहे आप उसको किसी भी रो और कॉलम के अबाउट एक्सपैंड करते हैं, the value is always same. Okay. So now if we are going to expand it about the row 1, then first of all we will take the first element of this row, that is A11. Okay, let us solve this by writing in different steps. So step 1 will be, take the first element A11, multiply it with -1 power the sum of the suffixes of this term. That is, actually this is a term which belongs to first row and first column. So 1 plus 1, and then this product is multiplied by a matrix which is obtained by deleting the ith row and jth column. That is, here this element belongs to first column and the first row. So we will multiply it by the submatrix, that is A22, A23, A32 and A3. So this submatrix is obtained by deleting the ith row and jth column. So this only is left. Okay. Now find its value, whatever it is. Next step is what? Step 2 is, take the next element. So it was A12, A13, A21, A3. So step 2 is, let us take the next element, that is A12 into -1 power 1 plus 2, and then multiply it by the submatrix which is obtained by deleting the ith row and jth column of this term. So this term belongs to first row and the second column. So the remaining submatrix is like this: A21, A23, A31 and A33. Okay. Similarly, you can write for the last term, that is A13 minus 1 power 1 plus 3, and then it is A11, 12, 13, 22, 32. Now, the row to which it belongs is this one, and the column to which it belongs is this one. So the remaining submatrix is A21, A22, A31 and A32. So all these three values you have to find and then find their sum, which will give you the value of this determinant of order 3. So what you have to do, students, you will be adding step 1, step 2 and step 3. This will give you the value of this determinant of order 3. So this was about finding the, how to find the value of the determinants of order 2 and order 3. See, you have to be careful to avoid more calculations. Whenever you are solving the determinant of order 3, you will take any row or column which has maximum number of zeros. Okay, so is it clear to you all? So according to this 3 forms, you have to solve exercise 3.1. Thank you.